Okay.
Stephen King against Peter Everett. King got the opening tap. Joel Corey in and under. Sam Mitchell, no surprise, comes out with the football, the extractor. Guerra for the Hawks. Pressure applied early on Luke Hodge. Bateman run down by Burns. We can see that pressure Wayne Schwartz was talking about the opening 10 seconds of the game. Ling gets it, gives it to Ablett. Pushes it wide to Bartel. Again, they'll attack via the corridor. Kick out in front of Kingsley. Dawson by his shoulder. Did well, the young fella. Could have won himself a free kick as Kingsley's arm slipped high. Play on the call. Ling, Kingsley. Corey's pushed forward and takes the mark.
When you need to go in and support or slip off the back to be used. And I think that's fantastic.
Corey for his first score in season 2006. And it's a major. Cats on the board in the opening minute. Goes for distance. King versus Everett. They jostle. Neither a chance to mark. At ground level, Enright does the tidying up for the Cats. Towards Milburn versus Smith. That'll be one to watch as well. Clever tap on from Guerra. Crawford. Look away handball. Still run over the top of it. Ball ricochets to Ruffin. Here's a chance for the Hawks to attack through the middle. Ladson. Sewell. Gets it on the boot. Crode in the front position. Just worked underneath it by Egan. Couldn't hold the mark. Crode can go over the top. And Mark Williams will get his first. Oh. Important early goal.
It's an ace breaks. It's a nice kick. Kingsley looking for an early touch. Dawson, well, he might have infringed and did, holding the man. Well, he withstood a baptism of fire last week. Zach Dawson standing on Anthony Rottner, who finished with 8 goals. Collingwood's win over the Hawks. The coach showing enormous confidence into his young charge. They go forward. Ottens on the stretch, couldn't take the mark, but doing the crumbing was Bartel.
Jimmy Bartel's having a beard off with Joel Corey. But if it works for them, David, they're both in career best form, Bartel and Corey at the moment.
Yeah, well, we're just a bit sad because Hodge worked hard to get himself over the ball, removed them both. Vandenberg unfortunately pulled it back under him, which set the whole thing going. They had control, Hawthorn, with 2 players in charge of the ball, gave it up, and there's the end.
Lewis has got a man in space. Guerra, prominent early, 5th touch coming up. Goes to Brown. He has it 70 metres from goal. Campbell Brown. First game for the season. Copped a 4-week suspension for striking Matthew Lloyd around 20 last year. Plays on, gains 5 metres, kicks it high inside 50. Everett will arrive late. Crawford at the back. Enright on his hammer. Crawford snaps it back, likes it. Clever. Goal. Hawks hanging again. They get their second. They've been reasonably efficient going forward. 6 inside 50s for 2 goals won.
Well, it's interesting because Brown tried to suck them in for a hand pass on the outside. Committed every forward in that direction, then went round his bloke inside, kicked it high. Everett did get a hand on it over the back. Crawford did a remarkable job to gather, get some space, and actually kick a goal almost off the boundary line. Phenomenal.
As Corey Enright is replaced by Steve Johnson on for his first run. The afternoon, Campbell against Blake. Hodge loops the handball over the top to Sewell, intended for Clark. Goes again, Sewell, he's got support. Jacobs to Lewis, gets the kick away, up towards Crawford. Johnson got a hand on it. Crawford sockets the ball forward. Crode sliding, drags the ball in, got it out. Clark did well. To Mitchell, he's got a loose man, centre forward. That's Campbell Brown. It just sucked off the play.
A phenomenal bit of tunnel ball.
So Campbell Brown, chance to kick the Hawks' second consecutive goal. That's a nice looking kick. Gets the pats on the head. Campbell Brown now tries to pinpoint Williams. Hunt there to put pressure. Got support from Slade. This young man continues to impress. Lets himself down on this occasion. Poor kick straight down the throat of Campbell Brown. A lot of numbers back there in the Hawthorn forward 50. So we bomb it to the top of the square. Don't worry about the top of the square. That ball is gone. And Brown's got 2.
Yeah, two, great. The effort of Van Herk, that's some 2 minutes ago now, actually set this particular goal up. That is just fantastic. Kept going, got a hand on, turnover because we worked it back in. I think the Everett-Campbell combination is working. Everett's now becoming a target when Williams leads out, quickness of play behind.
Everett. Hodge. Enright somehow got the ball out towards full forward. Coming through was Dawson. Got it to Roughhead. Guerra. He's been important. High ball. Numbers come. That's Jared Rook. Well, we saw him do it here last week, and he's done it again. He's up about his feet because he got the wind knocked out of him a moment ago.
Inside 50, Ottens will come from 4 deep. At ground level, Mitchell. Milburn going the other way. Johnson, the toughest shot of all, and he kicks that one. One goal, 3 to Steve Johnson. Cats back in front. Maybe that's the spark they needed. Brad Ottens comes off for a spell to be replaced by Mark Blake.
And I think the disappointment of that, I reckon the toughest little Blake on the field, Sammy Mitchell. And Sammy Mitchell did the unacceptable. He tried to spin in the tape and left the ball behind it and left it open for that goal to be scored. And that in his mind would be a real disappointment.
Well, it took over 11 minutes for the first goal in this second term to be kicked. Steve Johnson, terrific one it was as well. Hodge, and heavily by Slade, wins himself a free kick taken too high. Can go out wide. He's got Campbell Brown all alone. For the quick reply, Brown through the opponent. Crawford gave it back to Brown. He's from 48 metres off a standing start. Campbell Brown. He's already kicked a couple. Does it have to carry? No. But that's got the mark though. St. Crow.
He changed his mind the last minute. Typical goal this one against the Breeze on his wrong foot.
The quick reply for the Hawks. Trent Crow, that shows you what confronts him. Opens up the angle and slots it through.
For the season, Hawthorn back in front. 14 minutes gone, second term on Fox Footy Saturday. Blake in the ruck against Everett. Chapman boots the ball quickly. Inside 50, Milburn tries to caress it. Was he taken down by Whitten Young? Yes, he was. Will that be 50? No. Ball will come back to Darren Milburn. Is he in possession here, David?
I thought he probably was in possession. I reckon that was a bit rough. But anyway, that might be a biased view from my seat.
What do you think, Schwatter?
Well spoken, David Parkin.
Which bit?
It was a biased view, was it? Yes. All right, wait, I'll accept that.
Milburn from 55. Can give it a ride on the breeze. Makes good contact. And kicks a goal. The Cats back in front.
Inside 50 for Geelong, that's what they would want to do. I would suggest to score heavily and quickly.
Campbell and Blake. Crawford over the top as third man up. Bateman to Osborne. Looks up, goes to Crow. Too much sizzle on the kick. Egan picks it off at the back. Now to Corey. Great tackle from Campbell Brown. Holding the ball. Great to see a lot more holding the ball decisions paid in 2006. It's a part of the game that over the last decade hasn't been properly rewarded. Been a very good rule change. Crode pumps it long. They'll contest 25 out directly in front. Williams read it nicely as it started to fade. It started to swing. Williams keeps it low into the breeze and stabs it through. For his second, Hawthorn back in front. 50. Up to the wing. Mooney looks up again, not much on. It's been the story of Geelong's day, and it's been a stark contrast to the opening 2 weeks here at Skilled Stadium. Burns takes the mark to Enright. Joel Corey worked very hard to get by himself. He can balance up from inside 50. Awkward, ugly-looking kick was touched off the boot. Dawson slapped it into the shins of Bartel, who kicks a goal. Bartel gets
It'd be good to win it and get it then.
Campbell. Coming through was Kelly. Somehow got the ball to Blake. And the big man gets it onto his boot. But only as far as Ladson. 75 metres from the Hawthorn goal. Ladson off a step. Finds Crawford on the 50-metre arc. Williams has got away. He's got a month of Sundays. even though it's played on a Saturday, somehow got rid of Josh Hunt. Sorry, and it's Chance Bateman on this occasion. Tight angle, doesn't waste any time. The man that I was just talking about, Mark Williams, short, takes the mark, much better angle.
A very, very important. I think in their future development, Bateman's going to be a very, very important player.
Well, this is a huge kick. Extend the margin out to 10 points. Mark Williams for goal number 3 and gets it.
Well, I guess to reinforce what I said about him first time.
Hawthorn by 10 points. He played 21 minutes, third term, Skilled Stadium on Fox Footy Saturday. Everett got the tap. Lewis. By hand of Vandenberg, it was perfect. Ritchie didn't have to break stride. Long ball towards the goal square. Brown works back off his man. It's bouncing. Mooney gets back. Did he touch it? I don't think he did. I think this could be a goal. Hawks by 16 points. Again, a beautiful clearance out of the middle from Hawthorn. Geelong being absolutely murdered in the stoppages. 25-12 it is now. Great football from the Hawthorn skipper again. He went long. Some heavy collisions back there. Mooney thundered into the post and Brown into him. That's home for 6 more.
Jordan Lewis's effort in the clearance was just outstanding. As you say, absorbed the tackle and the hit, was able to beat it through a very narrow space. And
heads up the line, it's a good kick. Prode on the lead. He's got Jacobs if he sees him. Does it. Ignores that. Kick towards Campbell Brown. Got a bad bounce, Will Slade. Hawks have the numbers. Hunt, you're under pressure. Look out, here comes Campbell. Ball spills free. Mark Williams. Great tackle, Hunt. Oh, the pressure's gone up a notch. Hunt goes again, plenty of numbers around the ball. Somehow, Hunt comes out. Big Cam Mooney goes through and lays the body on the line. Follows up, dishes out a handball. Hodge, in the shoot. Steve Johnson opens up the angle, finish off with a goal, and he does.
For all the push in AFL football to speed our game up, David, we've all lamented the lack of contest, the lack of physicality. Today, get a copy of this game, play it to those in charge, determining the direction of our game in the future, because this is what footy's all about. Good, tough, hard contests. Dixon's got it inside the square. Wide open forward line. Williams starts at the top of the goal square. Mitchell working hard. Bartel will cut it off. This is where Geelong have got a counter punch. Can't do so. Johnson taken down. Crawford to Ladson from 40. This would be a big goal. A big goal. That one was pretty much line ball.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I think you've got to encourage the player.
Here's Hodge. Set play. Hodge gives it everything and bangs it through. Shane Crawford, Luke Hodge worked it beautifully. Crawford,
he'll hand pass it over the top to himself and put it through.
Shows what he's confronted with. Luke Hodge squeezes the kick to the top of the square. They'll fly unannounced. Robert Campbell all alone. Mark Blake. Well, on for one. Sign up Alistair Clarkson as of now. Get it out of the way, Robbie Campbell for a goal. Sneaks it through, and the Hawks have picked the last 7 straight.
39 points is the margin. Geelong have won 17 of their last 19 here, don't forget, since the last round of 2003. Cadinia Castle, the Walls are coming down this afternoon. Mitchell. Hawks have got a real taste for it. Dixon. Geelong's pressure is dropping off the last couple of minutes. And here comes another one. Brown hurt himself, but he'll get up.
You know, right from the start to now.
They've dominated clearances. Their skill level's been fantastic. They've moved the ball better. Campbell Brown for goal number 3. He's got it. And so have the Hawks.
David Parkin suggested possibly a hamstring. Everett to Clark. Goes inside forward 50. Bouncing ball. Williams in front. Hunt with pressure. Loose ball spills free. Clinton Young stood in the tackle to cap off a great day for the Hawks. Won't make the distance. Ladson. Terrific mark running with the flight of the ball. Well, let's hope so, David. It wasn't a noted goal kicker. Opens up the angle. Finish it off. And does. Mick Ladson gets his second goal of this 4th quarter.
51 points the margin. 21 and a half minutes gone. Final term on Fox Footy Saturday. Campbell, another beautiful tap to Lewis. It's been an exhibition around the stoppages today for Hawthorn. 34 to 18. Here's Ladson. They're cashing in now, the Hawks. Osborne's turn. Another one. It has been one-way traffic.
And straight out the middle again. I mean, have you ever seen a supposed touted grand finalist get belted in the both upstairs in the ruck work and downstairs in the clearance? They have absolutely been mutilated in that aspect of the game.
I think what it shows, David, is the fact that you've got to be on your game every time you come out to play. And if you're playing against a side that on paper you should have done. Could have done with him this afternoon. The Cats, Milburn, nice pick up in right to Kelly. Got around the Hodge tackle. Outer side of the ground. Heads up towards Steve Johnson on the fly. Good spoil, rough hit. Burns, there's a whistle on play. Advantage. Johnson gets it back to finish it off. Short kick. Had Tinsley all alone but didn't need him. Consolation goal as Gary Evans Jr.
Clock ticks down. Roughhead, Smith, Clark, Crawford. And the Hawks came in this afternoon 28 to 1 to win by over 39 and a half points. No one gave them a fool's roar of winning, let alone winning by 52 points. One of the best wins this club's had under Alistair Clarkson, and it was thoroughly deserved. No fluke about it. They led at every change. 8 points, 7 points, 21 points before winning by 52 points. 15-11, 101. Geelong 6-13, 49.